Welcome back to part 9 of our basic to advanced floor plan mini series. Enjoy the video. So now that our plan is taking shape, let's put this onto a sheet. I do have a pre-made sheet here which is in the metric format. It is A1 size, so I'm going to load that into the project. And then that can be placed in a sheet view. And once you do have that on a sheet view, you can scroll to any of your drawings in your views list, and then you can drag that drawing onto the sheet. So I'm going to drag the detailed view onto the sheet and place that in an appropriate location. The next thing we're going to do is add some schedules to our drawings. So under the view tab, the create panel, you have this schedules button here. If you select that, you can select schedules quantities. And then let's scroll down to rooms, and let's rename this in capitals. So room schedule. And then click OK. Now we can add our categories. So we would like area, we would like name, and we would like number. We can organize these as you see fit, but usually you would have number first. So I can move that up. And then you would have name, and then you would have area. The next thing I'm going to do is go to the sorting and grouping tab, and then I'm going to sort by number. And then I'm going to click OK. Now we have all of our rooms listed. They are in numerical order, and we have their appropriate names and areas. The last thing I'm going to do for this schedule is go into the sorting and grouping tab. Then I'm going to select grand totals. And then I'm going to go into the formatting tab and select area. And then I'm going to make sure that this is on calculate totals. So I select that and then hit OK. And then now I have my total area for the project and the grand total of the rooms. So I can close this out. And then from my drawing list, I can find the schedules tab. I can open that up, and then I can drag my room schedule in place. And I can rearrange it as appropriate by using the tabs at the top and pulling them out appropriately. Let's do the same for the window schedules. So I go back to the view tab, the create panel, and then I can select schedules quantities. And then I can scroll down to the windows, and then I can rename it in capitals and then select OK. For the windows, I'm going to use the mark, which is the number. Then I'm going to use the type mark, which is the type of window, which we'll have to fill in because we haven't filled this in yet. And then I'm going to use height and width. And then on the sorting and grouping tab, I'm going to select grand totals and then hit OK. Now for the type marks, I'm going to rename them. So this is a Gambia specific window. So I'm going to call this GM1. And that would apply to all of these 1000 by 1200 windows. And then press enter. And then OK to apply that to all of those windows. For the second one, which is the 600 by 600 windows, I'm going to call that GM2. And then press enter. And that also would apply to all of those windows. So now that that's filled in, I can close this out. And then I can select my window schedule and then drag that onto my sheet as well. And then one final thing to do is to also do the same thing for my doors. So rather than clicking into view and then schedules, you can also right click the schedules on the schedules panel and then select new schedule quantities. And then you can scroll down to doors, and then I'm going to rename this into capitals. And then for the doors, I'm going to follow the same what we did for the windows. So I'm going to select mark, type mark, height and width. And then I'm going to go to sorting and grouping and select grand totals and hit OK. So if you remember from a previous video, I did revise these to ID6, but let's revise them again to GD1 and hit enter. And then OK to change all of that type. And then this one, I'm going to select that and then change that to GD2 and hit enter. And then the final one, GD3 and hit enter. And OK. And then we can close that one out and then drag that schedule onto a sheet as well. And that's the end of the video. Be sure to check out the other parts to this basic to advanced floor plan mini series, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more regularly released Revit content. I'll see you in the next one.